Here we are at Lake Michigan. I just went to the Sleeping Bear Dunes today for the first time, and it was really cool. I am from Colorado though, so I know like what the Great Sand Dunes look like. The Great Sand Dunes really show up Sleeping Bear Dunes, but I'm not talking crap because this is Michigan and I love Michigan. Anyway, today we're out here because I needed to get away. Not that I don't love where I live, my little town. It's like 2 hours from here. It's just I have been sad for the first time since my move. I moved here from Colorado in June, not really knowing why God wanted me here, other than the fact that this has been my dream since I was like 15 years old to live in Michigan. I've just been thinking a lot and reflecting a lot, and every day I still have to wake up and tell myself that this isn't a dream anymore, because sometimes it feels like I'm dreaming, like looking at that Great Lake right there. The thing is, it's not a dream anymore, and I ask myself, because yeah, I'm getting to a point where I just kind of miss my family. I moved here alone. I have like one cousin that lives in Traverse City and a great aunt that lives in Detroit, but other than that, like my close family, like my parents and my brother, they all are still in Colorado. And everybody's happy for me that I made this move because they know how badly I wanted this for myself. And I wouldn't take it back, I wouldn't move back. I ask myself, I'm like, okay, so I'm starting to miss my family. Do I want to? I'm starting to miss my family. Do I want to go back to Colorado? And at this point in my life, I'm not ready to go back. And the point of this move was permanent. I did come here with the intention of staying long term. And I was talking to my mom on the phone last week, and she was like, yeah, well, maybe you're just starting to get sad because you've started work. And I have started work. I got my Michigan real estate license 2 weeks ago. So it's kind of like my fun summer vacation is over, and summer's coming to an end, and some of my friends that I met over the summer are going back to school and stuff. So it's just like, okay, God, like, that was so fun. It was a great kickstart to my move, but what now? I know God has me here for many purposes. I hope one of the big ones is that I find my husband here, and the other one is career. My career is really starting to jumpstart, which is really crazy, but it's already taken off and I've only been in it for 2 weeks. I was a realtor previously in Colorado for 2 years though. And YouTube, God is really calling me to kickstart that, because that has also been one of my dreams for a long time, to start a YouTube channel that's successful. And more recently in my life, I feel like I'm called to lead them closer to God, or at least tell them how great God has been in my own life. If I'm being honest, I thought by now maybe I would have met someone that I could like love for and care for. I was engaged. That's a very traumatic part of my life, and it's a huge part of my story, and it's a huge reason why I'm here in Michigan now. I haven't found anyone since then. I haven't, you know, kissed anyone or anything like that, and I think it's just because I've been so broken. And obviously with God I have healed and everything, but I think that I'm just waiting for the right person to come along. Because even the thought of a relationship, because I've met some great guys while I've been here, I know it has to be the right guy, and I'm not sure where he is. I'm a huge, like, hopeless romantic. I learned recently that there's a difference between hopeless and hopeful romantics. Up to this point in my life, I think I've been a hopeless romantic. Since I just learned the difference between the two, I'd like to say I'm a hopeful romantic, because one day I do hope that find my husband and we get married and we just have a love that lasts forever. I've been sad for the first time since my move, but I don't want to go back to Colorado. I'm not ready to go back to the place that hurt me. I'm not ready to face that yet. I'm still growing and finding myself and healing from that environment. Would I want to go to a different state? There's literally 48 other states that I could live in, and I'm just like, no. Like Michigan, this is it for me. Michigan, and everyone's like, why Michigan? Like, why did you move here? There's Florida, there's Hawaii, there's California, all this. God called me here. He's been calling me here since I was like 15, and I just now started listening to my call when I turned 21. I'm here now. I'm just kind of waiting, and I'm just kind of following him and trusting him, and it's confusing, but I'm also content with where I'm at in my life. And as much as I want to find love, I'm also content being single. I like my freedom. I like that I can drive 2 hours to a Great Lake and just sit here and make a YouTube video and write in my prayer journal. Sometimes I really need to feel small. That's why I love God's creation, because it's so big. That's why I love being on an airplane and looking down at the world, because it's like, wow, my problems are not that big, and I'm not even that big. It's just humbling in the best way. That's why sometimes I do things like this spontaneously, just get up and drive 2 hours to go to a national lakeshore. I also know that we will not know what it's like to be happy if we don't ever get sad. I know that sadness is normal, and it's all part of being human, and you don't have to have a reason for being sad. Sometimes it just happens. And I know that when you're sad, you should remind yourself of all the reasons to be grateful, and I have been doing that, and I am so grateful for everything in my life. But I'm still allowed to feel sad, and so are you. I think another big part of it is that my birthday's coming up, and it's gonna be the first birthday I've ever spent away from my family. And yeah, of course, I could have gone home for my birthday and stuff, but like I told you, I'm not ready to face Colorado. I do not want to go back there. I literally felt stuck there for 4 months until I made my move to Michigan. But I had some things that I had to get done there first, like get my house ready to rent and wait for my brother to graduate. And now that I'm here, I just don't want to go back. So that's kind of where I'm at in my life. This is me being honest. I'm kind of sad right now. Even though I'm like laughing and stuff, like, it doesn't make sense. Humans don't make sense. And that's why we have God, because He can help us make sense of our feelings. He knows what we're feeling, even when we don't have the words to express it. I haven't even talked to my family today. Like, none of them know that I'm up here because I'm sad. It's because I don't want to burden them with my problems. It's because I know that it's not that deep. But since I've been up here, I posted on my story that I was at the Sleeping Bear Dunes. And my friend Lauren texted me and asked what I was doing up here. And I told her I just wanted to see God's creation. And so we're gonna go get dinner after this, and I wasn't even expecting that, but I figure since I'm up here, she lives in Traverse City and it's like 30 minutes away. So I might as well go, you know? And God gives us friends to help with the lonely times, and I think that's another big part of it. I'm not sad. I'm lonely. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that I like need to be with someone. Like, I'm not texting everybody that I know to be like, oh my gosh, can you hang out with me because I'm lonely? It's just like, I came to be at peace with myself and God's creation because I know what that can do. I know how that can help. It's almost been 3 months since my move, which is crazy. Time has really flown by, but time flies when you're having fun. And I had a great summer in Michigan, and I just love it here so much. When you do get sad or lonely, just go outside, go soak up some sun. Vitamin D is really good. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Hope you're doing good. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to thank you guys for following my journey here. Everything I've learned during this time, everything I have yet to learn, I just love you guys. Just know that God is with you. He doesn't leave you where you're sad. He's there when no one else is. That's like the most comforting thing. And I'm so glad that I know God, especially since I live across the country by myself. And I'm very thankful for the people He's brought into my life. I just read a book called Undaunted. It said, God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. He just makes you ready for everything He has for you. And He prepares a way, and He puts people in your life at the perfect time. You just have to trust. And sometimes all you need is some self-reflection. And to go outside and be in God's creation and just self-reflect and be like, yeah, my problems aren't that big. Sometimes you just need to go make yourself small. Get outside. But yeah, I am living my best life up here. I'm so glad that I can do this. I'm so glad that I'm here. now we just gotta see what else God has in store for me. So, thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. See you later, babes.